Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be going over the special mission Direct Assault, and hopefully I'm going to commentate through the entire thing, but I don't know at the moment. I'm going to try my very best. So first of all, Direct Assault was extremely difficult. It took me, I don't know, 15, 20 tries to beat maybe. I think most of you guys actually have probably the same problem, and another problem with this is that you're not going to just beat it on your first try, even if you watch my video and follow every single step, because there's so much stuff that can go wrong, and there's so much micro involved that you're bound to just mess up once. And that's all it takes, is messing up once, and then you'll lose. Because if one ceramic gets by, boom, you're dead. If one Moab gets by, boom, you're dead. If a couple lets get by, boom, you're dead. And the problem is that it's kind of stressful, because if like one balloon gets by, it messes up your entire mojo of beating the balloons in order, and it just makes you mess up even more, and it just causes you to lose more and more lives, and it's hard to catch up once you mess up. So that's the real problem here, guys. You're gonna have to really pay attention and really micro. So please do not get mad at me for if it doesn't work for you on your first few tries. It's not my fault. This strategy works. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's definitely hard to follow, and there's definitely really no easy way to do this. So don't get mad at me, just follow it and do your very best. One thing I recommend to do is just take your time. You know, don't rush through it. Just take your time, guys. Keep it on slow speed pretty much the entire time, unless it's like the first few levels or so. And just micro. Now here's a couple just really quick facts that I think you guys should think about while you're doing this. First of all, Dartling gun micro. When you're microing your Dartling guns, what you want to do is you want to aim just a little bit before the balloons that are coming, because the darts take a little while to get there, and for example, if you're aiming at some sort of balloons on the top of the screen, you want your Dartling guns to sorry, my throat's a little bit dry. One second. Yeah, sorry guys. So, just for an example, let's say you have some balloons on the very top of the screen, and you have a Dartling gun that's shooting from the bottom all the way to the top. It's going to take a little while for those darts to actually get there. So, instead of aiming where the balloon's at, you want to aim where the balloon in front of the balloon, or more towards your side. Otherwise, you're probably going to miss a lot, and you don't want to miss a lot. If you miss a lot, you're going to lose, because Dartling guns are an extremely important part of this strategy, guys. Extremely important. So what I'm going to be going over really fast is I'm going to go over each level. The first like 5, 6, 7 levels really aren't that difficult, but after that it can be a little bit difficult, and you can lose actually pretty easily. So level 1 and 2 are ridiculously easy. You can seriously just put your mouse in the middle of the screen and your snipers will take care of nearly everything. Level 3 is the pink balloons, and for the pink balloons you just want to make sure you aim a little bit. Your sniper's going to take care of mostly everything, but probably not everything. For level 4, I believe that's when all the reds come, and when these levels come, all you really want to do is move your mouse. You kind of want to put your mouse kind of close to the Dartling guns. You don't want to put them put your mouse all the way on the right side, because if you put it closer to your side, when you move your mouse, it's going to do more. It's going to make your Dartling guns move more, or aim a little higher, aim a little lower. Compared to if you put it all the way on the right side, they're only going to change a little bit, and you're not going to get the full range of motion without moving your mouse like a crazy amount. So that's level 4 for you, and a couple of those other levels, that's just like another hint you probably want to pay attention to. Level 5, I believe, was the leads. Maybe that was level 6, I'm not sure. But there's rainbows and leads somewhere around 5 and 6, and for those, I just want you guys to make sure you have the 2-1-0 snipers. They'll help so freaking much. Put those guys on strong. Keep your other 2 snipers on first. Those guys are just there to help out with a little bit of popping power, and the other 2 snipers that are on strong are definitely going to help out versus the ceramics, versus the rainbows, and versus the leads. Those leads are going to, I mean, if you have those leads coming at you and you only use their mortars, no, that's not really going to work. You could probably do it if you micro really well, but I think you're probably going to lose some lives if you do that. So just use 2 snipers, put them on strong, they'll pop all the leads for you, and then just pay attention with micro a little bit. That level's a little bit difficult, so you guys might lose a couple lives here and there. I think I lost a couple lives on that level. And then I think 7 was again the rainbows or the leads, I don't remember which. And then level 8, by the time you're here, that's where we're at in the video right now. There's just a bunch of ceramics, and by now you should have a bunch of Dartling guns. And by the way, on the first few levels for the Dartling gun upgrades, it really doesn't matter too much. I like to go mostly accuracy at first, and then I get a little bit of popping power. So I upgrade all my Dartling guns to 1-0, and then I start upgrading them to 1-1. And then after that, that's when I start upgrading them to 2-1. And by level 8, you should have at least 3 2-1 Dartling guns. That is a good thing to have, and along with your other 2 snipers. And then you're just going to keep upgrading your Dartling guns pretty much the entire game. So level 8 really isn't that difficult. If you aim just a little bit, remember you want to aim a little bit in front of the balloons. If you do that, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Level 8's not that difficult. Level 9 I believe is a little bit difficult, and level 10 is even more difficult. Or no, maybe level 11. I don't know. Well, let's see. I really don't remember what's going on exactly in each of these levels. So, one thing you probably want to do is if you're really having a problem, you might want to just write down what comes on each level, because it depends a lot how you're going to aim your Dartling guns depending on what level it's going to come. And if it surprises you, you could be screwed over. Okay, so level 9 is all these blues, and again, it's exactly like that, the red level. All you want to do is just make your Dartling guns go up and down, up and down, up and down. Keep your mouse a little bit closer to your base, and it'll help a little bit more for not having to move your mouse as much. Okay, so right now I got 4 2-1 Dartling guns, and this level is a little bit difficult, but it does get even harder. So the RBE is 2,000 here, so you're going to get about $2,000 for beating this level. That's a pretty good amount. And just keep aiming, keep aiming, keep aiming. The main problem with some of these levels with the ceramics is when you have to go from aiming at the bottom ceramic like now to the top ceramic up here. When you do that, make sure you're aiming in front of the ceramic. If you're not aiming in front of the ceramic, you're going to lose so many lives, and then if they get ahead of you, you're just going to not want to aim at the next one, and you're just going to completely lose. One thing I do recommend about doing this is to actually, if you let some balloons get by, just let them go, and just start aiming the next ceramic. Why? Because if you keep trying to get 0 lives lost, you're probably going to aim balloons too close to your base and then totally fall behind with this new ceramics coming out. Your snipers aren't going to do as much damage, and you're going to start losing more lives instead of just the original 5, 10 that you would have lost if you just skipped through that first one. Also, if you just start aiming at the next one, sometimes your Dartling guns already start popping some of those balloons that you missed. So that's one thing. Level 11, really not too difficult. It's just the camo greens. And the thing about the camo greens is I don't know if you guys noticed, but it seems like they're a lot harder to hit with the Dartling darts compared to regular greens. I don't know, just kind of weird tidbit right here. And level 12, this is the difficult level. I think this is one of the most difficult levels in the game. Pay a freaking attention to this level, okay guys? For example, did you notice that I just let all those lives get by just so I could start aiming the next ceramic? And you need to do that. Don't get no lives lost on this level. This is important. If you aim really well, you could get no lives lost, but if you fall behind, just forget about it. Then move on to the next one. And it's really hard to micro on this level. Really hard. Don't get mad at me if you lose on this level. It's all up to you, not up to me. I gave you the towers. I showed you as possible. You just got to do it. So aim well. I do recommend you use a mouse or something like that. Don't use your keypad on your laptop. Probably not going to work. This is a lot of aiming with the Dartling guns, and you need to use a lot of accurate aiming, not just aim and be like, oh, I kind of hit this one, kind of hit that one. No, not really. One thing I do recommend for starting this level is just have a Dartling highlighted. With your right hand, you can use your mouse, and with your left hand, use the hotkeys, which are period and comma. It's really those little caret keys, the one that the greater than or less than signs. Press the less than sign, which is on the left side, or the comma, and that'll upgrade the left side for you. So you won't really have. So just click on the Dartling gun beforehand, and you won't have to go and click on the Dartling gun and re-upgrade him during the level, because that can cause you to lose lives. I ended up doing that because I wanted to show you guys the round I'm on. For level 13, this one's a little bit difficult as well. You need to know how many road spikes you should use on a Moab. If you don't know where the Moab's coming in, you're probably gonna have to use like 7 or 8 sets of road spikes. On the other hand, if you do know where the Moab's coming in, you probably get by with like 6. So you don't want to waste too much money, but don't don't be totally stingy with your road spikes. You don't want to have to redo this entire thing. It's just going to make you angry. So just use this 8, 9, 10 sets of road spikes. If you really need to, you'll be fine on the money. But just don't be so frivolous the way you're just like, oh, I'll just keep pressing all the road spikes as much as I possibly can. That could be bad. Level 14, just all these greens, just do the exact same thing as the blues. Aim up and down, up and down, up and down. You're probably going to lose a couple lives. That's okay. This isn't even that hard of a level, but you might lose lives, you might not. Whatever. Yeah, level 15, I'm pretty sure this one's pretty easy. This is just a bunch of rainbows. And rainbows this far in the game, whoa! I actually sped this level up, I didn't even really need to. Again, this is real time, so yeah, I am aiming that frickin' well, because I'm awesome. And, this level should be over pretty soon. Level 16, I believe, is more ceramics, maybe Moab, I don't really remember. That's the problem, guys, you gotta remember what's coming up next. For your upgrades. For the Dartlings. You don't want to just be totally surprised by something random that you weren't expecting, like a bunch of yellows coming all at once, which can definitely surprise you. Definitely surprise you. There's 5 of those levels. There's the reds, the blues, the greens, the yellows, and the leads. And the leads are really, really difficult. I'll show you what happens up there. So here is more Moabs, and on this level I used 4 sets of road spikes per Moab, but that's if you know where the Moab's going to come in. Now, if you remember where the balloons ended off last level, you'll know where the Moabs are going to come in this level. So you just pay attention to that. For example, the Moabs ended on the middle level right there, and the next time they're going to come just one little section down. So this one's a hard level. You're probably going to lose lives again. I lost some lives, I know that for sure. I lost, what, like 20 lives or so on this level. And all you want to do is just do what you did before. It's okay to lose a couple of lives. 10, 15 lives really don't matter that much. Unless you're really, really down on lives, which you should probably just restart. Because if you're that far down, you're probably going to lose. So yeah, I lost 17 lives on that level, which wasn't that bad. So here is the next level, and you want to start getting Hydra Rockets. So keep your Dartling gun highlighted, so you can upgrade to Hydra Rockets as soon as possible. And the Hydra Rockets are going to help out a bunch versus all these ceramics and a bunch of the Moabs and BFBs. So just keep that in mind. Definitely will help. You can fall behind really easily on these ceramics, so you gotta aim good. This is another one of those hard levels. It's all about the aiming. It's not about how many towers you made, how good your towers are. It's all about the aiming, guys. So now I got the Hydra Rockets. It's gonna help out a bunch, but I could still lose if I don't aim well. The Hydra Rockets are not like, oh, I win. No, it's not like that. You guys actually still have to aim. And then, yeah, just keep going, keep going. You're going to get quite a bit of money on this level as well, but you're probably not going to spend very much of it, because you're going to need to spend it on the road spikes for the next level. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well yeah, just keep playing on slow mode. Don't speed it up, guys. Just keep going with the slow mode. Level 19. What is it? More Moabs. And this is a little bit more difficult. See how, remember, I was telling you guys the Moab came on like the middle one, and then they came on the one right below that, and they keep going, and then the next Moabs will come on the one right below that. So you have to remember that. It'll definitely help out. I don't remember if I actually remember, but it'll help out for your aiming. It won't really surprise you. Level 20 can be actually pretty darn difficult, so be careful. These heart balloons, you need to make sure you pop them all. So remember how I was telling you guys for the ceramics, if there's just a couple that get by, just say, oh, I don't care, just let them go by. For this one, do not do that, because those guys will regenerate and could own you. You don't want some pinks getting by, turning into blacks, maybe even turning into zebras. That could be very, very, very bad. You'll lose a bunch of lives, you're probably going to lose. So, another one of those things where you could probably highlight one of your Dartling guns and upgrade during the round, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to show you guys what round I was on for the video. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for me, but a little bit easier for you guys. Hopefully you guys like that. If you guys do, please press the like button. I'll definitely appreciate that. The next one, so I think I'm just going to get another Hydra Rockets right here. Hydra Rockets help a bunch versus BFBs, and they help quite a bit versus the Moabs. Now you don't want to spend all your money because you're going to have to use road spikes. So yeah, I kind of forgot exactly where the Moab came, but this is where it was. So we use a lot of road spikes on this round right here. 21. You might have to use quite a few, just because the Moabs come so freaking fast. You got to be careful. I don't know exactly how many road spikes I used on each one. I just kept spamming them, to be honest. I didn't click as fast as I possibly could, but I clicked pretty fast. And then the BFB level. This one is difficult, guys. Use all your road spikes. Just use all your money. I don't even care. Just keep going. Click on the Moabs all the time. One thing you want to do is click on the Moabs kind of in the backish, in the middle. Don't click on the Moabs in the very, very front, because you'll actually end up hitting Moabs and stuff, or actually hit ceramics and stuff like that. That's not what you want to do. Hydro Rockets own the ceramics. You just need to pop the Moabs. So use the road spikes on the Moabs, which means aim a little bit towards the middle or the back. Level 23. This one, most difficult level in the entire game. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to beat it without at least one Super Monkey Storm, but just to be careful, I wanted to give you guys a good, easy guide to follow, as easy as I possibly could. Just use 2 of the Super Monkey Storms. If you have even less of the special agents than I do, you're definitely going to be better off, because your Dartling guns are going to have to aim. If you have a bunch of the special agents and your Super Monkey Storms all the way on the far right side, bad thing. Bad news, guys. Could be bad. Because your Dartling guns are going to accidentally hit all the leads, and then they're going to pop into pinks or something like that, and they're going to go even faster towards your base. So yeah, I just recommend getting 2. One other thing that I kind of didn't really think about was my snipers. My snipers can pop leads. So yeah, what you want to do for this level, or the past level, is get your mortars to not aim into the level. You just want them to aim at your base, or you can delete them, whatever you want. And your snipers, you should probably just sell them, but I did not. I totally forgot. If you guys want to, go ahead. Level 24. This is another one of those kind of difficult levels. It's just a BFB and a couple Moabs, so it's not too bad. And then level 25, you should have enough Dartling guns to beat this BFB if you just use a couple sets of road spikes. Now I recommend it's level 25, you don't need any more money, just keep pumping out those road spikes. And that's how you're going to win. One more thing about level 23, you could probably beat it with 1 Super Monkey Storm if you want, but just do 2, just do it. It's 100 monkey money, you're going to get 4,000 for beating this, not going to be too bad. So 2 BFBs, not that big of a deal. I think you guys can beat this pretty darn easily if you actually micro, pay attention, do it slow, and you guys will be 4,000 monkey money richer. So I guess that's really all I got for the video. Thanks for watching, and if you really liked this, which I hope you did, please press the like button. I'll definitely appreciate that, and have a really frickin' nice day.